Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of a Torchwood reaction. This is Shroud Live, and my name is Matt. And I don't know if you can tell, but I woke up like 20 minutes ago. I meant to wake up earlier, but I slept past all my alarms. So here we are. Uh, so I'm probably gonna be busy later today, and I wanted to record yesterday, but it was like hard raining, so there was a lot of noise. So this is what we have to do. Anyway, Torchwood, how's everyone doing? Everyone died. Not everybody. Just like half the cast died previous episode. But yeah, last time on Torchwood, we had the season finale for season 2. It was, what's the name? Exit Wounds, yeah. And Owen died, and then Tosh died. Owen died that second time, and then Tosh died a first time, but it was a final death, I think. But yeah, it was. I rewatched that episode, by the way. Like I rewatched it once fully, watching it on full length on some other channel, and then I watch other channels reacting to it, just bits of it. So I just kept rewatching the same shit over and over, because it. I think it's the best episode of Torchwood so far. It might be, and yeah, like there's something else I realized. There's something else I realized because I also like I got recommended because I've been watching Torchwood, right? And Google knows everything about you, so they just recommended me like a clip that was I'm gonna tell you exactly what video it was. It was it's titled, yeah, it's called Team Torchwood Being Chaotic, and it's from 6 months ago, so it's from 2020. Um, and it's from, yeah, it's from the channel podstarters.mp4. But it was a really good video that just showed me like the entire Torchwood team from seasons 1 and 2. So the entire team, just doing dumb shit and just being stupid and saying weird shit, and it's like a 15 minutes video, and I'm just like, I think the show follows the same formula as like Stardust Crusaders, and this reference is gonna fall on deaf ears if you don't know what anything about JoJo. But in Stardust Crusaders is the longest part of JoJo, at least in the TV show. And what it does is that it's very episodic in nature. Every episode we just kind of have a different problem we have to deal with. But we have a crew of like 5 and then 6 characters that are just going on a straight path from A to B. And the thing is that from A to B, then it means that it's just going to be kind of boring because we need to get to B, because that's kind of the point of the show. So the entire journey kind of doesn't matter plot wise, which is kind of what Torchwood does. Plot wise, like every episodic episode we have kind of doesn't matter. We did have in season 2, to be fair, we did have like a full like 3 episodes where it was just about Owen dying and not dying, but every episodic episode of Torchwood, which is most of Torchwood, ultimately doesn't matter. But what it does is that it does create this feeling of like a team that we grow to love, and we get to see them interact with each other, and we get to see them have this all this like little interactions. Like for example, the one I'm thinking of, because it's the one that fucking got me like real bad, is the moment in, what was the name of the fucking episode? Sleeper. It was the Sleeper Agent episode. So the fucking moment when it's like, oh, the nuclear plant is gonna blow. Ironic. The nuclear plant is gonna blow up or whatever, and then they go like, okay, if we all die, let's have sex. Let's all have sex. Owen said it with the most like serious face I've ever seen him say something, and Tosh and Yanto just look at each other like, fucking goddamn it. And and another moment, it was somewhat recent when Yanto and Jack were getting into a car with Owen, and Jack told Yanto, ever since Owen died, all you ever do is agree with him, which, out of context, is the funniest line someone could say. And Yanto's just like, yeah, well, my family taught me to never speak ill of the dead, even if they're still around or if they're still complaining, like shit like that. Those are the little moments. There was a fucking moment at the beginning of the Cyberwoman episode when everyone was just playing basketball for some reason. It's just like, what? But like, there's little moments like that Torchwood did the entire way up until previous episode. Well, previous episode, I feel like it was so serious that we didn't give it even a single bit of that. But Torchwood has done all these little scenes in order to show you that this team has moments like that. Wacky, dumb, fun moments with each other. And what this makes is that it creates, and this is something that follows the same formula as like Yakuza, which is a game series that I love, is that if you get to see characters put in situations where they just do dumb shit, they are just being themselves. They're just having fun, which does make them more endearing to you, which does create this like attachment to them, because you're not just seeing them in this action dramatic situations. We do see them in those, but we also do get to see them in doing the dumb shit that they do every day, so you get really attached to them. And what that makes it is that, and this is the Stardust Crusaders formula again, when you get to the end of the journey, it's gonna hurt even more, because you're building up the cast so then you can build down the cast. And I think that formula might be like the best one when it comes to getting rid of characters, like killing off characters. I feel like that formula is the best one. I'm trying to think of a different one, because I've also been thinking, which show has done character death better than exit wounds, better than that previous episode. Like, I kept thinking about shit that I watch, or even games that I've played, that have had like character deaths that are more hurtful than previous episode. And I mean, I also don't consume a lot of media nowadays, and I also have terrible memory, so I couldn't think of anything. And the only other things that I could kind of think of was JoJo. So I was just like, I think that we got a formula here that actually really works. It's just the dumb, episodic, just like, we don't take shit as seriously. So then when the seriousness dramatic comes, and you have all this time to get attached to all these dumb characters doing dumb shit, now they get to die, and you get to be like, fuck, I kind of really like those characters. So yes, I just wanted to praise Torchwood on that, and that is something that I found out. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Other things I have to say before we begin this episode is that yeah, apparently, so there is actually a moment when Owen and Tosh are having the final conversation, where Tosh tells Owen that yeah, she covered for him on the second week he came in, and Owen was like, yeah, what was that? Space Pig? Space Pig. That is the reference to Doctor Who. And I even looked into like during the discussion for that episode, I looked up what was her name? Naoko Mori? Is that her name? Naoko Mori. Yeah, I looked her up and I saw that she was in Doctor Who, and I was like, was she? I don't remember. She was. And that's what it was. That is the reference. She apparently was with some dumb space big shit in the Ninth Doctor episode with the fucking aliens. Aliens of London, I think. Yeah. She was in there. and her name was Dr. Sato, and I saw that name, but I didn't realize that that's what the reference was. When they said Space Pig, I was just kind of like, yeah, what? That's what it was. So Tosh met the Ninth Doctor, I think, and Owen missed on that. So good job, Owen. But like, yeah, I didn't realize that because I haven't watched the Ninth Doctor's run in like actually 7 years. And if I have rewatched an episode, it was probably like the best ones, not fucking Aliens of London. So yeah, maybe you should do like a full rewatch on those shows, like on those series, the early seasons of Doctor Who. The newer ones are fresh in my head, but the earlier ones, maybe we can do a rewatch of those. But anyway, I missed that. Sorry, might be. I got it now. I feel like there was something else I wanted to say, but I completely forgot what it was. Well, this intro has been long enough. I feel like we can start with... I almost said Doctor Who. That's not what we're doing. Sorry, I'm still like tired and sleepy. And I was already forgetting, again, this is a new episode of a new season. So that means that you can watch this episode alongside me, a full length. So if you are interested in rewatching the entire episode alongside me and seeing my reaction to the entire thing, you can check the link in the description for the full length video, and you can just watch it for this episode for free. Yes, so I think we're ready to start. So, all right, Torchwood Season 3, Episode 1. Let's go. We're not doing the like intro that we did for like the first 2 seasons, which makes sense. Half the team is dead, so they probably wouldn't do it again. Also, is this season like special because it's only like 5 episodes long? So okay, so a bus full of children in complete darkness, and then they walk into the light. A person was left behind. Torchwood, Children of Earth. All right, that's the subtitle for the season. Day 1. Oh, I like this. I like if they're gonna go like day 1, day 2, day 3. That's awesome. I like that shit a lot. Is something happening to all the children? Whoa, shit.
Just looking silly. Do you want to look silly?
Gives you any more trouble? Your dad's going round.
All the children are fucked up. All right, Children of Earth literally means children. Peter! Yo! That's my man Peter. I remember hearing that he was in Torchwood. I just forgot about it. But he's here now. They just dropped my man Peter here. He's gonna matter. Rest, all the children are frozen. This is a very interesting setup. What? They all froze for like a minute and a half. What the fuck happened?
You can share, no. You were the one crying. You were like a baby.
Did they get hijacked by aliens or something? Rhythm of Velocity Davies, let's fucking go. I'm liking the episode already, and I don't know what the fuck we're doing, but it feels like it's building up to something big, you know?
You two have shenanigans in the dark.
They could be. Aww.
You thought we were together, like a couple. He said you two. Well, he said it. So, you two.
He's like happy about it.
Does it matter? Now look at it. That's not human, is it? Does that look human? No, it does not. It's just a hitchhiker he picked up.
What the hell was it? That hitchhiker!
Try putting it into a report.
You're Torchwood.
Never heard of him.
There are bodies going missing.
How many?
Capaldi! Am I gonna get to hear him swear? Like in fucking thick of it?
It's the children.
Mm-hmm.
All of them are just standing in the road.
Yo, just stop.
Not crossing the road, just standing. Saw it myself, Jack. 2 kids on Market Street, though. But they just stopped.
But the accidents are just one part of the picture.
Okay.
Because every other child stopped
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah.
same time. And not just in Britain.
Oh, the whole world? Children of Earth. There we go.
Of all the times for Martha Jones to go on holiday.
Damn it!
What's he doing?
Waiting, just like you said. It's been there 20 minutes.
Persistent.
Good sign.
Are you gonna hire this man?
That's exactly what you did to me the first time we met.
Yes!
I saw that.
Is he holding a pizza too?
She's calling us a couple now.
Well, you
What's
are.
your problem?
Say it.
I hate the word couple.
Do you not like commitment? So, is this guy gonna die?
We've all seen it now. The past few years. Alien life.
Thank you for bringing that up. Child, stop. Yeah, okay, yeah, it did happen. That's the entire world. And then they just started screaming. That's fucking creepy. That's freaky as shit. Are they transmitting some kind of signal? So the earlier one, that was just a test. Oh!
Oh my god!
Yes, right? What the fuck?
Who's got children? Find me a kid. Find me a bloody kid. No.
Yes. Just run into the street, you'll find someone.
We are coming.
He too?
We are coming.
Not just children then.
Come on then.
She came back to fuck. They don't even know what had happened. This old man too. What happened? Is a psychiatric ward?
They found me.
What? Wait, what was the age where we saw the children at the beginning? Is he the one that was left behind? I like that we get to see this fucking government mess. So Mr. Capaldi here, he's actually like a government agent that has to deal with this crazy alien shit. I like it.
456. I warned you.
What?
Elements Torchwood.
Right, and how do you spell that?
You're working for the Home Office and you've never heard of Torchwood.
I'm new, started today.
God damn it, girl. Established with the Queen Victoria in 1879. The first Earth from alien threat or whatever. Yeah.
We converted the readings onto digital years ago. And I kept the original equipment.
So you heard something a while ago, and he warned you about it.
I'll have to tell the Prime Minister.
Elected officials, they just come and go.
We are coming.
It's English.
Exactly. All the footage is the same. So every single child in the whole wide world is speaking English.
Oh, but there's an old man. Yes.
Oh, a man.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Who's he?
His name's Timothy White. He's a patient in a psychiatric ward at Duke of York Hospital. He's green.
Was he the one that was at the very beginning that stayed behind?
Thing is, I was thinking, all right, those kids went off at 8:40 when everyone's on their way to school. Then at 10:30, that's break time. It's like it was timed, you know?
They're monitoring.
Timed around Britain, specific British
They're
hours.
that's
It might be
that's clever.
worldwide. But I reckon someone's looking right at us.
That's really good actually.
We need a child. Because we need to test those frequencies. Find the right frequency and we can find out who's transmitting.
Where'd you get a child, though? It might be best if certain historical events were taken off the record.
So Britain gets a clean sheet.
Yes, sir. All we can do is hope to cover ourselves. You'll have to issue a blank page.
No.
This is something that happened in the past for them specifically. Wasn't it Scotland? And the
I'm not having my name on this. You never told me. I was never a part of it.
Then I take it that leaves the blank page with me.
Yeah?
Hey, I need to take your kid.
I thought so.
Good to see you.
You know her.
Uncle Jack!
Uncle.
Steven! Hey, soldier, how you doing?
Did Jack just fucking adopt a family? Like a full family?
Alice, you're the one who asked me to stay away. I'd come around here every week if you wanted me to. Every day.
Okay. Introducing a random ass character Jack cares about. That's fine. I like her hair.
I just can't stand it, Dad. I look older than you do and it's never gonna stop. I get older and older and you stay the same.
Wow!
One day you're gonna be standing at my funeral. Looking just like you did when you were standing at Mum's. No wonder she was so furious. You make us feel old.
Okay. Was not expecting this.
I found a gray hair.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that is the end of the world.
Oh, Jack, you're gonna make it to past 5 billion.
One day he's gonna realize.
And that's another good reason for you to stay away.
So he forgets about you.
I suppose. I could make the most of it while he's still young. Take him out, buy him stuff, me and him sort of thing.
Oh, you need a test over there.
You bastard.
Yeah! Just be honest, man. You were with a man.
It was you having dinner with a man.
Mm-hmm.
Susan said he was gorgeous.
Yeah, he is.
Like a film star.
He is very handsome.
Alright, there we go.
No.
Now stop it.
You kidding me? Really, though?
It's not men. It's just him. It's only him. And I don't even know where it is, really, so...
Oh, no, honest. I won't say. If you want to keep quiet, I swear, I won't say a word. I promise.
Aye, gay boy. Says you're taking it up your ass.
Yeah, what? No. What the fuck is the neighborhood?
My car.
Spent 40 years living in Leeds. That's where he first came on record. Found homeless, living on the streets at the age of 11.
11?
Bloody
Something happened, Gwen.
No one ever reported him missing. Apparently, though, he did have a Scottish accent back then.
He was... Yes! He's the kid from the beginning. So the aliens stole a bunch of children on Scotland.
Can you
like,
remember why?
decades ago.
It's just between me and you, and I will believe you.
Give me your hand.
Why? What?
You're telling the truth.
How can you tell?
I can smell it.
Are you Bruno Vucciarati?
I was a kid.
Yeah.
What happened?
They took us out.
Yeah, why were you all in a bus in the middle of the night?
Staff.
The staff of what?
Took them. My friends.
You ran away.
I ran. There was something. There were people. There was...
This is what Peter Capaldi's trying to hide. Some shit that Britain did decades ago. That he wanted to clean the record clean of.
They're coming back. I've been smelling them for months.
You can smell them, dude.
In the air. Long time coming.
Is it because it's like marked?
Clement MacDonald.
Clement MacDonald. Okay.
Why? Got pregnant.
Sorry?
You can smell that.
No, I don't think so.
Yes. I can smell it.
He can smell shit.
Got a red flag on a Torchwood intercept. The name Clement MacDonald. Can you trace it?
Oh shit, they're trying to hide it from Torchwood. The shit that Mr. Capaldi knows. So much shit that the UK did back in the day. You're just passing this blank page around. It's like a fucking curse. Order to kill Colonel Michael Sanders, Ellen Khan, Captain Andrew Staines, Captain Jack Harkness. Well, you failed. You've de facto failed. You have de facto failed your mission.
No sign of trauma to the skin apart from bruising, but that's...
That's what that was. Shit.
Get them in.
Alright. So he was a fucking country agent the entire time. Well, he's not dead, but...
Torchwood's found him under the name of Timothy White.
Yes.
That's way beyond coincidence. Bring him in.
So they're gonna try... Okay, they're just gonna take him away. And he can smell that they're coming. Shit, what the fuck is the government doing? Yep. And they kill him again. Wow, they're opening him up. Oh shit. This is fucking some drama shit. There's some shit happening in this episode. I kind of love it. And he knows it. He's gonna try to run away. Why can't he smell one? They did something to him. They put a bomb inside of him or something. They are going to blow him up or something. Or they put a tracker maybe.
He's gonna wonder where I've gone. How are we gonna cover that? Well, he's gonna try and trace me.
You're not disappearing.
So we're just gonna kill you.
So he's gonna...
Yes. You didn't choose the right line of work, buddy. You're not playing for the right team. You're dead. And he's not gonna realize that he was a bad guy, too. He's not gonna realize he has like a bomber track on the side of him, too.
Tell now, but up until 1965 it was a state-run orphanage. And they had a Clement MacDonald. He was taken into care April 1965 after his mother died.
She's trying to do the pregnancy scan. Jack has something inside of him. A tracker or a bomb or something.
He's inside. We don't know how deep that place goes. Give it 5. Over.
They're gonna blow up Torchwood through Jack. He's gonna be like, I'm pregnant. It's gonna blow up. It has to be a bomb. Don't hug him. Leave.
Oh my God, is that?
Yes. Okay.
Janto, we're having a baby.
I like that.
Would now be a good time to tell her I lost the car.
You did what?
That is just bloody spectacular.
I don't like this. They can see that Jack has a bomb. They can see that Jack has a bomb because they put their hand there.
There's a bomb inside your stomach.
Get out, both of you.
Yes!
Right now.
Last radius, 1 mile.
1 mile!
We are coming.
Is it happening again? 2? This is where the episode's gonna end, is it? Jack's gonna blow up and then there we go. Okay, we're coming. Are they gonna add another word to this? Well, Torchwood's gonna blow up. Alright, this is the goodbye to Torchwood base then. This place is gonna disappear.
I always do.
Alright, I wonder what would happen if Jack blew up and just disappeared. I wanna see it. Oh my god. Good luck, Jack.
Torchwood lockdown.
Yanta was way too close for comfort.
We are coming.
Back. Yeah, they added the last word. Let's go. Woo! Children of Earth. Starting strong. Big stakes. Big everything. I like that because okay, so a lot of what they told me right away is something that immediately makes me excited. So, first of all, we didn't have the like cheesy ass intro of what Torchwood is. It's like Torchwood, you know, protecting the Earth, and it's just like clips of the team. There's no team anymore. so we can't do that anymore. What they did instead is that they showed me this dramatic beginning of like kids and some shit is happening and some light alien bullshit happens and there you go. And then it just fades into white and it goes Torchwood, Children of Earth, Day 1. And it's just like, okay. Children of Earth is like, we got a subtitle, which means that this, like, canonically, this is the story arc, right? They give me a story arc right away. It's not episodic bullshit. It's a story arc, okay? Then they give me Day 1, which means that it's gonna be Day 1, Day 2, Day 3. That's what I would assume, right? And also, I think I can look at the titles. Day 2, there we go. So it's gonna be Day 1, Day 2, Day 3. Okay, until I think it's only 5, which actually does get me excited. Which means we're gonna have a 5-episode story arc. That's dope because my favorite thing about my favorite stories in Doctor Who are the 2-parters, right? I can think of a 3-parter even. And if we go back to classic, we can get 6-parters. Now, I think that is overdoing it. And especially with the pacing of the old show. But Torchwood, 5-parter? Just a complete 5-part story arc. And it starts with this? I'm like, let's fucking go, baby. So, and they're finally going to answer my question. I'm pretty sure I made this question on camera. And if not, I've definitely made it off camera. Which is, what would happen if Jack blew up? Well, they're gonna answer that question exactly. They didn't throw a grenade at him. They put a fucking bomb inside of him. It wasn't a grenade, it was an actual like giant bomb. Just like, he's not gonna notice, don't worry about that. And it was a blast radius of 1 mile. So they're gonna answer that question. What would happen if Jack fucking blew up and disintegrated? Well, not disintegrate. It's an explosion. It's not gonna disintegrate him. What it could, not all of it, because here's the thing: is that Jack is not gonna die. Because I've seen him I've seen him a couple times, chronologically speaking, after this. Which means that I know he doesn't die. And also he's immortal through the powers of the TARDIS. So I don't think he could ever die. However, I'm wondering what would actually happen. Because, like, usually when he gets shot, it's just, like, heals right back up. And then he's just like, whatever. Right? Like, the hole closes. So, what I would assume would happen is that he would blow up. And just chunks would go everywhere. And, like, part of his body would disintegrate, even. I think he would stray to it. So, that's another JoJo reference. They showed a dude who is essentially a vampire who blows up. And then you get to see all the meat chunks and the eyeballs just slowly come back together. I think Jack is going to do that. I think that's what's actually going to happen. Which actually does get me excited for next episode. Because I want to see that. Because that's fucking nuts. And I do want to see that. It's going to be gross as shit. But it's going to be shitty CGI gross. So I think I can take it. That would be fucking nuts. I would love that, actually. But yeah. Okay. What is Children of Earth doing? Alright, let's talk about what is actually happening. I'm very excited because this is just like episode 1, right? This is just episode 1 out of 5. Which means that we're only 20% through it. And it does feel like an episode 1. Because it's like, we have a lot of setup and nothing resolution. Nothing at all. And I feel like we might get even more setup next episode. A little bit. But like, okay, so, all right, we start the episode and we see a bunch of children going into light. And one of them didn't. And I remember I pointed it out. I was like, who's that behind them? I was like, is that an adult? Is that a kid? Who was that? And it was another kid. And that kid stayed behind because he was scared and he ran away. And then there was more shit to the story that he conveniently didn't get to tell us because he was like, you're pregnant. And then the lady from the psychiatric ward came in running and that was enough time. And Gwen couldn't talk to him anymore. But there was clearly some shit that happened. And we saw like guns and shit. So, and with the context that we got from the Peter Capaldi storyline, bam, Peter Capaldi's back. Well, he's here for the first time. But all right, I love that he's here because, okay, if you haven't watched Doctor Who reactions, I don't know why you wouldn't have and you're watching this, but Peter Capaldi is my favorite Doctor. The 12th Doctor is my favorite Doctor. A lot of it is because of Capaldi's performance, and most of it is because of that character arc that the 12th Doctor takes, but it doesn't matter. The thing is that Peter Capaldi is here, and we've seen him in Doctor Who even before he became the Doctor in the Farce of Pompeii episode. Now he's in Torchwood. And he probably was very thrilled about being in Torchwood, actually. And having, like, an actual, like, good, like, important role of a character. It seems that it's important. Like, we're probably going to continue to see him in this, like, semi-antagonistic, like, seat. Because, okay, so he's acting, I don't know what the fuck his name is, by the way. I'm just gonna call him Peter Capaldi. So, Peter Capaldi, he is playing this role of, I am civil service. I am working for the government, and I'm also one of the few people that knows about this alien shit. And I get informed about alien shit, and we try to deal with alien shit. Not, because, like, thinking about alien shit in this world is weird, because if you see it from Doctor Who's eyes, you see it from the eyes of the Doctor and the companion, which is a very, like, almost fantasy setting. It's just like, we have this character who just can think of everything, is a genius, they can do anything, they're very crafty, and they just go on adventure. It's like, whoa, we're figuring shit out, right? And there's this companion who is also someone who's like, yeah, I want to see adventure, and then we go on an adventure, and it's great. If you see it from Torchwood, you see it from the eyes of, we are the secret agents that protect the planet, and there's a bunch of guns and explosions and killing and death, but it's very action heavy and it's very drama heavy, and there's some dumb shit that happens every now and then because that's the charm. But there you go. It's still like action heavy. It's very interesting. Now we get to see it from the point of view of, I am an office man I am an office worker, I work for the government, and there's some crazy alien shit that's happening, and it's my job to sign these documents and talk to the other important people and be like, all right, what do we do about this? You know? We sit at a desk and we figure shit out. That's the least interesting of the dealing with alien threat roles. But it is the one that Mr. Capaldi is playing. And he talks to the guy from UNIT, and then he also talks to the Prime Minister. And the thing is that, from what I understood, there is something that happened regarding the 456, which is what they named it, because of the signal that it was a part of. So, how many years ago was this? I'm gonna check the beginning of the episode. 1965, Scotland. So 1965, I think the British did something. Okay, I think they did something that they shouldn't have, which is why. So the thing is that Capaldi goes and talks to the Prime Minister and goes like, "We need to clean this shit off the record for us." The Prime Minister goes, "No, I'm not gonna do it," because he's like, this is something happening globally now, and it's like we gotta clean this shit off the record. And the Prime Minister is like, "No, I'm not doing it because my name is gonna be on that shit. So yeah, you didn't come to me with that. You didn't talk to me about this." So then Capaldi is like, "That leaves me with the blank page." Then, okay, so, and I'm not sure if he transferred the blank page to the other woman in the office too, the other woman, because he gave her something, and then the lady would open it, and it was a blank page, and she's like, and then she closed it, and then she take it with him, I think, with her, and then she went and wrote an email that was like, okay, orders to kill, and it's just a full list. It was a list of like 7-8 names, and Captain Jack Harkness was in there, and what did that say? Because it said Captain Jack Harkness, and then there was something else. Captain Jack Harkness active. Okay, it probably means that they killed everyone else on that list too before that. Just not Captain Jack. I like that we're fighting the government now. Well, it's not like we're fighting the government, it's that the government's fighting us. They're trying to kill Jack, and they're probably gonna try to kill the Torchwood team too, because they got too close. They got too close, man. Because so Gwen went to the old man, to Clement, and he got away, I think. He ran away. I think he just absolutely got away, so it's gonna matter. So she went and talked to Clement, and I have to say, Clement can smell things. He's like Bruno. He's like Bruno Bucciarati. He can just taste the taste of a liar. Well, he smelled the taste of a liar, which Gwen wasn't. So he was like, okay, I can trust you. You've seen aliens. So then they started talking about that shit. And he can smell things. He smelled when people were coming after him. He smelled that Gwen was pregnant, which means that he has something happened to him. Okay, why can he smell things? Why is he hypersensitive to that shit? Because he was also being controlled by the aliens. When he was like, we are coming, he was also being recorded to do that. He was also an old man. So why is he different? Is it because of the thing that makes him smell really good? Do kids have a super sensitive sense of smell? I think they do, actually. But not that sensitive. They cannot I'm trying to figure that shit out, and I feel like I'm not gonna be able to. Like, it can be something that is just different in him, or it can be because they marked him on the first encounter because he was there, or it could be because he's genetically enhanced or modified by the government, which is what they're trying to hide. Because that's the thing, is that whatever happened in 65 was something that the government did, like something that they actively tried to do, and they're trying to cover for it, which means that they're guilty of something, right? The Prime Minister doesn't want his name on it, and they never told anyone. And Torchwood was investigating, and they were like, nope, fuck them, kill them. So there's some top secret shit that the government did that they're trying to cover. They could have 100% just genetically enhanced children to throw them at aliens and see what happened. I'm not sure. That sounds like really dumb and simple. That sounds like something they wouldn't do. Like, that is just the base level, just like random theory, right? Because the thing is that they need to have had some kind of like really good incentive or idea or whatever, something that had happened for the government to be like, all right, let's just throw children at the alien, right? There is a possibility of aliens coming and being like, we want your children, and the government being like, all right, we're gonna give you the children, and they just did that, and that's what they're trying to cover. But like, it seems like they did find aliens in 65, and they're trying to cover that, because at the end, the end stinger is that first they said we, then they said we are, then they said we are coming, and then the last round, what they did at the end of the episode, they said we are coming back, which means they've been here before, and I'm pretty sure that's what happened in 65. So that is something that Capaldi and the government are trying to hide. And Gwen was getting close because she was like, I got his name, Clement MacDonald. He was in Scotland. He was in the Three Hills something, whatever. It was an orphanage. So she got really close. She discovered a bunch of shit. And then they were like, all right, kill him. Which they... And then the doctor instantly shot Jack in the back. The medic dude. Rapish. So I thought they were going to be like, all right, maybe we can get him in. Maybe he can be a team member or whatever. I didn't think he would be, because I've never seen this person. The rest of the Torchwood team, I've seen. Alright? I've seen like Owen and Tosh and Gwen, of course. She's like a main character as well. And even Yanto. I know them. And even if we get another character, I feel like it has to be someone like Martha. And they even tried to get Martha in here. Jack called Martha, and she was in her honeymoon. So, and even if, like, we could get fucking Mickey. Like, if we get a character, it has to be someone that, like, actually matters, right? It's not gonna be some rando that I've never seen before. I don't think, at least. So I was like, is this guy gonna die? Like, he's gonna try to be a team member, and he's just gonna die in, like, the next episode. And it's just gonna be, oh no, Rapish, you had so much to live for. You were gonna be a potential character. Now you died. Oh no. And it's like, no. This motherfucker was working for the government, and he was trying to infiltrate Torchwood. And then he got orders to just kill Jack, so he did. And then they were gonna be like... And then... The thing is that after they killed him twice. They put a bomb inside of him. Then the dude was like, yeah, but what are we gonna do when he wakes up and he doesn't see me here? He's gonna think he's gonna be very suspicious that I'm not here, and he's gonna come after me. And then the lady was like, yeah, well, about that. And the dude was like, oh, I'm disposable. So he just ran away, and they just killed him. Shot in the back. And then they just put his body next to Jack, and Jack was like, oh no, they shot my body, Rapish. I need to look into this. Oh my god. Like, alright. That's fucking... But dude, like, that wasn't very smart of you to play for that team and just do the things as you're told, just like that. Like, he didn't think ahead of it even a little bit. Just like, it's gonna be suspicious if I'm not here. Like, so that he just died. He just died because he was an asshole, and there you go. Yeah, I'm like, there's this, like, I really like this episode because it sets up this like weird alien threat that is affecting all the children and one old man. They all speak English. I don't know why. Because it's something that they learn in 65. So aliens made first contact in 65, and okay, we're going full like conspiracy theory within a sci-fi universe. So in 65, the British government or whatever, UK government, I'm not sure how that whole division works, whatever. They made first contact, and they fed children to the alien, and they learned the language from that. from that first contact. And that's why they're all communicating in English, because that was the first contact thing that they did. And that is something that I didn't even realize. I like that he was like, we were missing the obvious, and I'm like, yeah, I'm missing it too. Oh yeah, that kid's Taiwanese. Why is she speaking English? It's because the first contact was made in English in Scotland. So they came in one time. I don't know what happened. The government did some shit, and now they're coming back. And we need to uncover what the fuck the government uncovered earlier in order to try and fix the problem. Because the government's not gonna fix the problem. Fuck them. The Prime Minister doesn't even want to take charge on this. Like, it's all down to, like, Mr. Capaldi. He's, like, the only person that kind of knows. Well, he knows. I think he actually knows. And he's the only person that is just like, yeah, I know what's going on, and I have some sense of duty on this fucking shit. And he seems to be very hurt about what's happening to the children. More specifically, his own children. So he's like, all right, maybe he'll be able to fix this shit. But the thing is that he's not a protagonist. He's an antagonist, if anything. And by antagonist, I don't mean villain. I mean antagonist. Antagonist is just someone that opposes to the protagonist. And they literally tried to murder Jack, which I think gets as close as against the protagonist as you can be. They put a bomb inside of him. So, yeah, they're actually an antagonistic threat without being the main villain of the story, which is the aliens, which could not even be the villain. It could actually just be the British Empire that just did some shit, right? It could just be the government that just did some shit in 65. That could just be the only bad thing. We don't know. There's a mystery, there's a drama, there's several forces, there are high stakes. I love it. It's fucking great. It's fucking great. This first episode was fucking great. I'm excited to see where this fucking season's gonna go. Because I like the immediate promise, and that's the good part. It's that it's an immediate promise of like, we're gonna have a 5-episode story arc. Get fucking in. I'm in. Let's fucking go. So about other shit that happened in the episode. Gwen and Riz are moving. Gwen is pregnant. Fucking Yanto got his car stolen. By the way, Yanto didn't. So Gwen was like running away from the building. She was like already out. She still got caught in like the explosion. Like she, not necessarily, but like it was the shockwave that sent her flying, right? Yanto was barely at the door. It might not even have closed by the time he was out there. So, Yanto was caught up in the explosion for sure. Like, more so than Gwen. Gwen just kind of went flying, she fell over. Yanto was probably hurt. Like, he was right there at the door. Because he was emotional about Jack. So, I'm worried about my man Yanto. And also, by the way, like, they did... Okay, so they presented a couple characters that I think were gonna matter. One of them is dead, which is the fucking Dr. Rapish or whatever. Fuck him. It doesn't matter. The other is the other woman. What was her name? I forgot her name. It was something with an O. But the woman that is working on her first day at the like office, and she actually learned a lot of things. And she's probably gonna become an ally, like a random ally that just so happens to have a conscience and she understands things and she's like, oh shit, all this crazy shit. And she understands that the office is probably not going to be doing the good things, and then she decides to help the Torchwood team. Which means that ironically, she is their infiltrated agent in the fucking government office. That's fucking dope. So she's probably going to matter. I like this because here's the thing, is that the Torchwood team is just 3 people now. It's just Jack, Gwen, and Yanto. And I don't think you can carry the show with just them. I mean, you could, but I think that you need to have something like what they're doing right now, where they give me Peter Capaldi. He's the government office man, and he has his own plotline happening. They give me the fucking office lady. Fuck it, right? they give me, yeah, there was even a scene where fucking Clement was running away. So I think Clement's gonna matter too. So what they're doing is that they're setting up multiple characters to be a little bit of a part of the focus of the story. And it's not just random alien of the week, just like, oh, I'm going here, I'm gonna kill people. No, we actually have people, characters, that they do have their own interests and they have their own whatever that they're doing, and we're following them too. And they're gonna matter to the overarching storyline because it's a full storyline, it's a full arc that we're doing, and they matter in it. So even though we only have 3 characters in the Torchwood theme, Torchwood is actually expanding beyond Torchwood now. It's not just the Torchwood theme versus the alien of the week. It's the Torchwood theme and the government office and the fucking, I don't know, the unit people maybe are gonna matter as well. There's the fucking old man that knows some shit. There's the family of these characters, and all these children are doing some crazy shit. There's also the alien threat that less than a threat is more than a mystery right now. So it's just like we have a lot of focus to divide other than just Torchwood theme chasing alien, right? So I think that the reason why it works, the fact that we only have 3 members right now, is because of that. It's because there's a lot of other shit in order to keep you like on your toes. So the fact that this is only 5 episodes, actually, I would say is great. I would say it really does get me excited to just have one 5-episode story arc, and we're gonna have all these characters and they're gonna matter, and there's a lot of drama and action and emotion, and there you go. I'm excited because I just said earlier in this video that I realized that we were following like a Stardust Crusader formula, where at the beginning it was just like we have episodic nonsense, we have some dumb moments, and we're building up the team, and it's just like ha ha ha. So then when they all die, it hurts. Now that they have all already died, we don't need to do that anymore. Now we can just go balls out. Now we can just have a full story arc, and it's just action and just drama and just nonsense and craziness the entire way through. Makes sense. I'm excited. I'm really excited for this season. And I've heard people say this season is fucking great too. And I can see why. I can see why it would be, right? So I'm excited to see. I don't want to wait until next week, but I suppose I have to. Just to see if Jack is just a bunch of chunks of meat. That would be fun. But yeah, we'll see that. Anything else I want to say about this episode? Oh yeah! Jack has a daughter. I forgot about that shit. Because it was only like a couple scenes and then we just moved on. Because it was like halfway through the episode. So it was like half an hour ago. Like, Jack has a daughter. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting for Captain Jack Harkness to have a daughter. But it makes sense. He fucks so much. Why wouldn't he? So he just had a daughter. And the daughter even made allusion to the fact that she had a mother, because of course. But then she was upset at Jack. Because when she died, she probably felt really bad. As the daughter is feeling bad right now. Because Jack is younger than her. So she's like, Dad, like, this is not good. I feel bad, and that's why I want you to keep your distance. Also because you put my fucking family in danger because you do some crazy alien shit. I like that. I like that we're retroactively giving Jack more shit. Because like, and this only works because Captain Jack is a character that we haven't like. It's funny because we've spent time with him in Doctor Who, and then we spent 2 seasons with him in Torchwood. And I feel like we never really fully developed him. I feel like we never fully developed most characters here. It was more about the little interactions. And the episodic shit. Again, shockingly, a lot like Stardust Crusaders. So, now, because we have room for Jack, because he's kind of a mysterious character, like we do get his personality, we do get his aura, we do get the things that he likes and doesn't like. We don't really have anything about what he does whenever he's not at Torchwood. We don't really know anything about his personal life, so we can expand on that by giving him a daughter. He has a family, he's a grandpa. That is a hell of a DILF. That is a hell of a GILF, like legit. Jack is a GILF. I'm gonna go right now. I'm gonna tell my friend. By the way, Captain Jack is a GILF. Canon. Alright, there we go. So Captain Jack is a GILF. That is going to be the description for this episode. That's great. That adds some extra drama. There's also the drama with fucking Yanto, but that's more like fun, I suppose. When they were just like, and I like that. So they're like, you've been seen, and it's like, oh, you've been seen what? And it's like, you've been seen dating a man, and it's just like, oh, okay. And Yanto was like, the kid is hearing, and then she's like, doesn't matter. Her friend's moms are lesbians. Don't worry about that. And he's like, yeah, well, he's very handsome. And I like that every time anyone talks about Captain Jack, they go like, he's very handsome. I've heard he was like a movie star. He's like, oh my God. Like, I wonder what it's like to be John Barrowman and have that description about yourself like consistently every time. Just like, that dude looks so fucking good. He's so handsome. Just like, yeah. But like, yeah, that I like that Yanto was like, it's not even men, it's him. Like, it's him. I'm into him specifically. So I like that. It means that Captain Jack's powers are strong enough to warp anyone's sexuality to him. That's good. I like that. I like that. Is he's a grandpa? Yes, he's a grandpa. Confirmed. All right. So as soon as he's like, yeah, it's just him. It's not even men. It's just him. So I really don't want to broadcast this. I really don't want to make this like super known to everybody, because it's not really a thing about like me coming out. It's just that I'm in a relation with that man specifically. And then instantly, and then the sister is just like, don't worry, your secret's safe with me. I'm not gonna tell anyone. My lips are shut. And instantly as she said that, I assume her husband just walks in and goes like, yo, what's up, gay boy? Oh my God. It's fucking funny. It's fucking funny. Let's go. And then they just fucking stole Yanto's car with triple lock or whatever. And just like, oh my God. Like, I wonder if that was actually the government that just disabled their cars so they can't just have as many mobility as they had. But they have multiple cars. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure why they would do that. Why that would matter, but whatever. Yeah. Captain Jack has a daughter. He has a fucking grandson. Was it a son or a daughter? Yeah, it's a grandson. So I think that's really cool. So there's a lot we can do with these relationships that we have just established. Because, like, I feel like it's gonna matter. I feel like it's gonna matter for this arc. It's not just something that they just dropped on us and it's just like, yeah, that's a thing off screen. I think they're gonna matter. Which makes me worried. Because in Torchwood, people die a lot. So they could absolutely just kill Jack's family or even Yanto's family. Just to hurt. Just to get to them. Because, like, we're kind of fighting the government a little bit right now. And we've seen what that is like in The Sound of Drums. Jack has been through this before. It's not great. So yeah, we'll see where this goes. I'm excited for Children of Earth. I like that we have an actual subtitle. Like, the title for the video is not gonna be just Torchwood. It's gonna be Torchwood Children of Earth, right? That's dope. And I'm pretty sure season 4 also has another title. I'm gonna get to it when I get to it. I remember reading it, but I don't remember it right now. But whenever we get to it, it's gonna have another like subtitle. By the way, how much time transcurred in between season 2 and 3? Because I wanted to say, ironically, John Barrowman looks older here. Not that old. I've seen him older, but he looks a little bit older, I think, here than he did in previous season. It could just have been a year, but I'm thinking it was more than that. Like maybe 2 or 3 could have been. But yeah, I think there was absolutely, I think, a time in between 3 and 4. I think, because I remember that I remember reading that they wanted to get John Barrowman on Doctor Who for, what was it? A Good Man Goes to War. I think it was like a Matt Smith episode when he got all the warriors, you know, everyone got together in order to like rescue Amy. Yeah, I think he was there and they wanted to get Jack in, but they couldn't because he was filming Torchwood, and that is like a couple years from now. That would, I mean, when was that? So that would have been series 6. So it would have been like 2011. And season 2 of Torchwood was 2008. So I suppose it could have just been like a couple months, like a year for season 3, and then 2 years for series 6. Was it 2011? I think it was, yeah. So yeah, it could. I suppose you could just not have any time skip. Not a time skip, but I suppose they could have just not have any time in between. And maybe I'm just thinking about it too much. Maybe there was a year in between, but that's as far as you can push it, I think. So never mind what I said. Anyway, I think that is it for this episode of Torchwood. I think we're good. I'm also like really hungry. It's 3 p.m. So I'm gonna go and eat something because I haven't eaten anything in like 15 hours. So let's just go and do that real quick. All right. So yeah, that's it for Torchwood, Children of Earth, episode 1. But if you would like to see next episode of Children of Earth, Torchwood is already up on Patreon, as well as full length for, well, everything. This one was free, but everything else is paid. So there you go. It's there. Yeah, thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time. Check links in the description. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Take care.